So I'm analyzing what is given from the heart. It's a Coretta Scott King Award, and I have the criteria page up here on my desktop. The first one, starting off right away, it says must portray some aspect of the Black experience, past, present, or future. I think this book does a really great job of portraying Black culture, Black experiences. It takes place with a poor family, James Otis and his mother, who actually lost their dad, which you find out early on in the book. But it just talks about the language is very consistent with the culture, and it talks about their experience of kind of struggling to make ends meet, but then having this really supportive community through their church congregation. It is illustrated and written by an African American writer and illustrator. It's published in the United States, and it's definitely an original work. I classified this book as realistic fiction, and it was definitely a window for me. But I know that there's many students that I'll have in future classes that this book will be a mirror for them. The plot was very clear. It kind of takes place with the author kind of showing how James Otis doesn't have a lot. It shows that he has a couple crayons, he has some paper, he has one book and one award he won in a spelling bee contest. But all throughout the book, he's kind of struggling with what he can give to a poor family in their church who lost their possessions in a house fire. And all throughout the book, he's like, I don't really have anything to give since I don't have a whole lot. But then there's this idea and the theme of giving from the heart and how far that can go. And he ends up writing and illustrating a book for this little girl who lost all of her things in a fire. And it's just a really heartwarming story of how a little bit of thoughtfulness can go a long way. The style is consistent. It's definitely age appropriate. It's a book that children would love and enjoy. It's written for young audience. The title, I think it says seek to motivate readers to develop their own attitudes and behaviors. I think this goes along with that perfectly. What is given from the heart, it already shows that it's going to be a book that's going to make you think maybe a little bit. So I think it's a great title, and it really goes with the whole theme and plot of the book. And then it says illustrations should, and it gives a quote here, heighten and extend the reader's awareness of the world around him. This book actually won the Coretta Scott King Award for the illustrations. There's some collage work as well as pastel work, and they're really wonderful illustrations that go along with the text perfectly. So all in all, the book is very cohesive, age appropriate, and it's really just a great story on what it means to give from the heart and how that will reach the heart. So thank you for listening.